sitafuatana na wewe, sitalialia na wewe, sitacheka na wewe. Sasa iweje leo hii mwili wangu hutaki tena dadi. Sasa iweje leo hii mwili wangu hutaki tena mpenzi. Eti umepata mwingine ni mweupe kunishinda dadi dadi dadi. Eti umepata mwingine amebeba kunishinda dadi. Eti umepata mwingine amejaza kunishinda dadi. Niambie nitafanya, nieleze, nitatenda, nijulishe, nitambue. Niambie nitafanya, nieleze, nitatenda, nijulishe, nitambue. Kimatusi mateke mangumi, mume wangu we mwili unauma. Majirani, rafiki, watoto, wazazi wangu we wamechoka kutatua. Unanijaza huzuni, machozi, mawazo tele, kichwa itaruka. Madaktari, machifu, polisi, wazee wa mtaa, moyo utaniua. Nirudi nyumbani baba, niruhusu nirudi. Watanisema, watanisimama, watanisengenya, bora niko hai. Watanicheka, watanilani, watanitukana, nina amani. Watanisema, watanisimama, watanisengenya, mimi niko hai. Watanisimama, watanicheka, watanilani, mimi niko hai. Kama unitaki tena niambie niondoke kuliko kunitesa. Wewe unataka nini wewe? Unataka nini wewe?
Unataka nini? Unataka nini? Ama tuwaulize wanataka nini? Yes, so welcome once again, everybody, to this wonderful show that we do every Sunday right here on the Africa, African Reggae Ambassador Facebook page, and also on the Lioness Media International YouTube channel, and of course supported by Shashamani International. So we are here. I'm your host, Lioness Afreeka, and as always, I bring you lovely artists from all over the world. And of course, we are in Kenya, and we have our lovely Muhonja right there. You just had the first, song that we just played right now. Unataka nini? What do you want? Yeah, the very lovely song in an Afro fusion right there. So before we continue, it's all about the musical journeys of these artists. That's why we are here. to let you know they exist and what they are doing. So, welcome, Muhonja. Please say hello to the viewers so that they can see your lovely face.
Oh, hi everyone. And hi Lioness. Thank you so much for having me and I'm super excited to be here already. You can see we are already I was like inafika sangapi. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for accepting our invite also. Thank you so much. It's not easy on a busy schedule. You just launched your album last week. I saw pieces of the videos and I'm like, oh, right, my girl did it. Yeah, it was lovely. We're going to talk about it also later. We're going to try and get everything about you, in the next minute right here on this show. So, Muhonja, tell us where you're coming from first.
Matters music or where I am coming from literally right now.
Literally, where do you come from?
Oh, okay. So my name is Muhonja and I am an artist based in Nairobi, but I come from Vihiga, in the western part of Kenya. Yes.
Yes, western part of Kenya, and we can, of course, understand the vibes right there through your music too. And I'm reading that you were born in a musical family. Is that right?
Very right. Absolutely right.
Yes,
So
and you
my
and
father,
your father,
my
your father
father,
also taught you some music.
yes. So this is the most interesting part. My family, my maternal side is very musical, and then my paternal side is very sporty. Like we have
Okay.
lots of footballers and rugby players. So that explains why I played rugby and mixed it with music all along. So my mom is a vocalist, my father is a vocalist and multi-instrumentalist. My uncles are instrumentalists and vocalists. So that explains why I do what I do.
Yeah, naturally, it comes in. Your father, your mother, your uncles, musicians that we know.
They were not really musicians that people know, but they've played guitar for very many famous musicians in
Okay.
the Luya and gospel culture.
Right. That's why. And your father taught you some music there. I understand also is there kalimba and mbira that you play.
Yes,
What is
and
mbira? What is mbira? Mbira is a is
I,
a
I
is a
wish
instrument.
I wish I came with Ambira, but I'll send you a photo of me with
Yeah,
Ambira so that you can update it on your post and so that people
yeah,
can see what Ambira is. And the most
exactly.
interesting part is today I was at a show, I told you about it, and everyone wanted to see Ambira. Everyone wanted to see
Yeah,
a shekere, a kalimba. So that makes me think, oh my God, I should be coming to these shows with these instruments because people don't know about it,
yeah,
you know?
exactly. That's it. I was reading about it and I'm like, okay, she does all this. She does all this. This is a woman power right here. Woman
Oh.
power right here. Yeah, that is lovely. It's lovely because female artists, they're just known to be on the microphone. But when they play, then it becomes also much powerful. Representing a whole package. Of the musical culture. Yes, and not forgetting also, Muhonja, you say you're an Afro indigenous artist and also cultural activist. I wanted to know what cultural activist really means to you, and what do you do when you say I'm an cultural activist?
Wow, that's an interesting question, and thanks for that. So, first, before I go on, let me say the mbira is a traditional musical instrument that looks like a kalimba in a calabash, played by the people of Zimbabwe. Uh,
Mm,
that's where I learned it from, and I got it definitely from the likes of Chiwoniso Maraire, Oliver Mtukudzi, Stella Chiweshe, and stuff. So coming back to the question that you asked me, it's so interesting. So culture, I'm all about culture. Look at how I'm dressed today. It's a
yeah,
normal day, but I'm all
yeah,
about culture because I
yes.
really believe that before anything else, I'm an African
Mm,
person.
mhm,
And before me becoming a musician, I am a person who believes in culture. I practice African spirituality. I eat a lot of African food. I sing my songs mostly in different African languages. So when I say
mm,
I'm a cultural activist, I am just a person who really has a lot of pride in being a Black woman, a Black
mm,
African woman. And unlike what was shown in the media before about women and about Africa being, a poor country, a poor continent, having children who have flies all over. So, as a
mm,
cultural activist, I create music in the form of audios and videos that showcase the
mm,
beauty of Africa, the beauty of the different cultures of Africa. If you've seen
mm,
my song, you've seen my songs. Have collaborated with very many people, some of them including all the way from the Democratic Republic of Congo, because I wanted to showcase the Chiluba, the Waluba culture, because I
mm,
love their culture. And I sang a song in Chiluba and also in Kiluya because I wanted to mix the two, because I love different African cultures and other
mm.
cultures in the world also.
Yeah, that's lovely, and of course we see it also in your music. I repeat, and let's go back. Let's go back. I wanted to ask you something, but it slipped my mind. When did you start music?
I think when I was in my mother's womb, because she says, this is interesting. My father named me the African, and people think
Mm,
it's a nickname. It's my name. So my dad told me when my mother was pregnant, um, he had a premonition that I would be a very African child who would love a lot of things to do with culture. And
mm,
my mom, when she was 9 months pregnant with me, she's a vocalist, remember? She was
yeah,
singing in a crusade. And she was heavily pregnant and singing, and people are crying, people are worshiping because she's a Christian.
yeah,
So one lady from the US started got like into a trance, and she started speaking, and she was like pointing at my mother, and she said, that child you're carrying is a gifted child, and that child will go all to all the places in the world because of that gift that she has. So
wow.
you see, it was already prophesied about.
Prophesy,
And
yeah.
when I came into this world, my dad told me he would sing for me and I would calm down. Anytime I
Mm,
would just be having chaos, they would just
yeah,
sing for me, not even play music. You remember those days, music was not as easy as right now, where you can
yeah.
just play music on phone. Those days you
Mm,
had to literally sing. So my father played
okay,
a huge role in teaching me
yeah.
how to sing from childhood, and my mother too, how to sing.
Yeah, now you're an adult. Maybe school life is here; it has finished, and what did you do first? Now you realize that you're a musician, you're an artist,
Yeah.
you belong out there, you belong on the stage. What is the first step that you took?
Accepting it first,
I accept
because
it first.
yes, there's something that I strongly believe in, and that is walking in alignment. If you're
Mm,
walking in alignment, everything works out for you perfectly. But
mm,
if you're out of alignment, I promise you things will not work out until the time that you'll come back to who you are. And again, it starts with knowing myself. There was a time I
mm,
took a break for like 1 year to understand who I am, because I was singing, I was performing, doing covers. I have nothing against covers. I still do covers sometimes, but I
yeah.
was singing, but I felt that thing inside me that there's something more than these covers that I'm supposed to be
Mm,
doing. And I
mm,
needed to take time to just sit with myself, sit in that silence, listen to
yeah.
that inner voice, heal myself so that I could heal
Mm,
other people. So when I
mm.
walked that path, everything became very easy and very clear for me. So I was
Talk
like, oh
talk
yeah,
talk
now
about
I see.
covers. Yeah, talk about covers. I remember, I think it was like 2 years ago, I was having this discussion somewhere about the
Yeah,
covers, because your name came up
yeah,
somewhere, and people are like, okay, she sing covers. Why should she? I said, listen,
yeah,
I do also covers,
yeah,
I do also
yeah,
covers, and covers is a way of mending ourselves, and molding ourselves to become who we are now, you know,
yeah,
to become
yes,
composers, to become songwriters, to become
mhm,
performers, you know. That's why we watch even the live, if you have, an inspiration, an artist, you watch them live to understand also, what they move, what they do, because that's where we get inspired, and we like we kind of copy, that
yeah,
energy, or maybe, yeah, the styles, and we become ourselves. So talking about covers, I think it's a very important step for us, as
Yes.
artists, to do them, because then we teach ourselves so many things,
Mhm.
while we do that. And of course, it becomes also part of employment for yourself. Sometimes people want
Yes.
to listen to covers, the pubs, the clubs, it's a source of employment. You get your money, you know, you go home, inspire yourself, write your songs, go to the studio. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think, what
Yes.
do you say about covers? What can you say about covers? That is my view, but I want you to tell the viewers also. What do you think about artists doing cover music?
Yeah. Um, Thank you so much for sharing that. And I think covers made me, because I started from covers. I will be
Mm.
lying if I tell you guys that I started writing my own music just like that. That's a
Yeah.
lie. You have to have someone that you are looking up to as you're growing up, as you're
Mm,
writing, and all that. And once you do that, you start doing their covers. So now the
mm,
interesting part for me was that in the Nairobi scene, most of the covers are R&Bs, jazz, and all that. So I would get in and I would feel like so much out of place, because my
yeah.
music is African music. So I'm looking at people and wondering, hey, but the first time I listened to jazz was in a live gig, and I was like, what are these guys playing? But then I didn't know any better. I just listened to African music and reggae,
Yeah.
because I
Mm,
always kept my hair short, because I would run to the kinyozis those days in Ongwaro
yeah.
just to
Mm,
listen to reggae. So now I come and there's a whole genre called jazz, and I'm like, oh
yes.
my God, what is this? But now as I grew in the industry, I found myself
Mm,
singing jazz, and jazz
yeah.
has those technical beats that make you
Mm,
really improve when it comes to your vocals, when it comes to performance. Get to
mm,
reggae, you improve when it comes to even meditation in itself, because you just
yeah.
can't wake up and start singing reggae
Mm,
music. You know,
mm, yeah.
R&Bs, when it comes to R&Bs, you're in touch with your feelings, with your emotions. So
Yeah.
all these covers have played a very big role towards
Yeah.
making me who I am. And I'm super grateful that I had an opportunity to sing with them. And
Mm,
I still do. Oftentimes, I
yeah.
still do. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, exactly, exactly. So, how many bands have you performed with, and maybe which ones also
Ah,
you're saying backing back?
the list is endless. Oh my
Um,
God. Like, first of all, no, the funniest part is when I was just fresh from uni, I was poached into a band that was playing Zumba, and I
yeah.
think I was the only Kenyan there. Yes. So, and then it was difficult for me to transition from now um, singing for bafu and now
Mm,
performing live for an audience and actually making money out of it.
yeah.
So I've sung with Afrongoma, I have sung with Haston Kombe, I have sung with, oh my God, the list is endless. I will,
It's
I will not
endless.
even
I
remember
know.
all of them.
I
Many
know.
people, very many
Yeah,
people.
of
Yeah.
course. We can. I repeat, we can see it. When you're on stage, we can see it. You can know this lady has been, to places. In
Oh
her
my God.
mind, physically, vocally, everywhere. You're a whole package. Let me ask you something. I know festivals. You're going to festivals. I think South Zabusara. You've been there. How was
Yes.
how was that? How was that? How's the feeling?
Oh my God. I don't think I can put that into a very short sentence. Let's just say magical. Magical
Yeah,
is the word.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Of
Yeah.
course, of course. Any other festival you've been to?
Yes, a
Not
couple of
but
them
concerts, in general, every, stage, big
in
stage.
general.
Mm,
Ah, okay. So I've performed at the Fête de la Musique at Alliance
mm,
Française, Nairobi. I played
mm,
at the PDF Festival, that's the People Dialogue Festival.
mm,
I was selected for the Music, Women World Music in Ghana.
mm, mm,
There was the Visa for Music in Morocco.
yeah,
Um, there's what else? There was Hurungwe Arts Festival. That was supposed to
mm,
be in Zimbabwe, but then the country was in turmoil, so I was not able to make it. And
yeah,
just to mention a few, Volcano Fest in
mm,
Rwanda, and just to mention a few.
Wow, 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 wow. That is great. That is great. And this is fantastic. And we're very proud of you as Kenyans. And think, as a female artist, I think all over the world, we have to be proud of you, what you're
Thank
doing.
you.
So before I want people to see the power of your performance. But before we go there, let's talk about, I think you won a prize.
Yes,
It was in London.
yes.
Yes. Tell us
So
about that.
um, I didn't know that people actually watch. So there's this
Mm,
saying that I always tell myself that I should keep doing me in the most authentic form because you never know
mm.
who's watching, and
Who's
also
watching?
because the world will adjust eventually. So I was just busy doing my craft and singing about social issues, like you've seen in most of the songs that I was playing. Like the first song that you played addresses gender based violence against women,
Mhm,
girls, and
mhm,
children. So that is how I got nominated and I received an honorary award by
mm,
Women Appreciating Women. And my
mm,
name was inducted into the Women Appreciating Women Hall of Fame
mm.
in London. That was
Wow.
in 2019.
Yes. Wow. 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 I read about that. So viewers, before we continue with the Muhonja, because we want to talk about her new album. If we have time, we'll try and get everything, squeeze everything out of her so that we can get all the info that we need today.
Yes.
So get this live performance. I think it was in Gecko in Nairobi, and check the energy of this lovely lady, Muhonja. We will be right back. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Yes, these are the musicians. These are the musicians. Who are backing up Muhonja right there, and you can get the feeling. Yeah, the feeling that is very, very correct, and very, very nice. Are we here, Muhonja? Are you here?
I am very much here.
Yes, 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 yes. I did not see, but I think maybe the other we'll have the other video then playing, after we finish the conversation. But then again, I don't know how do you get good musicians for yourself, and understand what you need, and they're good. They're very, very good. Do you have much time for practice? Do you have much time together for practice?
Well, thank you so much for that compliment. And I am one very lucky person and very
Mm,
blessed person. I was blessed by God with this amazing team. I promise you, I'm
mm,
just the flower there. All I do is create music. They do the other
yeah.
heavy work. They are
Wow.
always booking rehearsals. They are always
Mm,
finding me which studio to work with. They are always
mm,
there organizing for things. When, for instance, you invite us for a show, they all act like my manager. Like they are
mm.
very proactive. All I just have to do is just look good, perform, go home. They also
Wow.
protect me so bad. Imagine,
Yeah.
so bad that after stage they're always holding my hand like kuja hapa wewe. So I'm so lucky, and they make me
Yeah.
feel like a little girl every time.
Yeah.
Every time
Wow.
they love
And that is
me, I
nice.
love
And that
them.
is nice.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh,
That is
they're
nice.
amazing.
We always dream about the team. When you get the team to work with, and here you have the team. So
Yeah.
I think, and I was looking at the Alliance Francaise performance. When you launched your album, and oh my God, it was wonderful, so perfect. I'm waiting for the official videos. I wish they were there. I was searching for
It's
them.
coming.
I was
It's
searching for them.
coming.
Yeah, I was searching for them, but then okay, I know they're not on YouTube yet, but I know we're gonna find them there. Let's talk about
Yeah.
your album, Nangawa.
Nangwa.
Nangwa. What is Nangwa? What is the
Yes.
meaning of Nangwa Muhonja? That is the name of the album.
Yes. So
There
the
must
name
there
of
must
the
be a
album
meaning here.
is, yeah, definitely. The name of the album is Nangwa Muhonja, and Nangwa Muhonja is Kiluya for I am called Muhonja. So that's the direct translation of what it means. Because in African culture, we don't say my name is. We say I
Uh,
am called or I respond to. So
uh,
this exactly speaks about the album. Like it means it's a very personal album to me. Nangwa
mm,
Muhonja means I am called Muhonja, and this is my story. The highs,
mm,
the lows, the very
mm,
basic. This is my story, as
mm.
authentic as it is, as raw as it is, as clear as it is. So that is what it means in just simple terms. That's what it
But
means.
how many songs do we have on the album?
11 11
Wow.
songs. Yeah, yeah. And it's so interesting that anyway, I so one thing I've been working on is
Yeah.
letting go of control and
Mm,
letting everything just work out in its own way, because eventually everything
mm,
just works out for our own good. So this album was actually supposed to be out even before the album launch, but we had technical issues to do with
mm,
my DistroKid account. But those
mhm,
all those things have been fixed. So as
yeah.
soon as the music is out. We've already uploaded, so the music is gonna take. It takes usually roughly 1 to 2 weeks. So
Yeah,
after that, the music
yeah,
is
one to
up.
2 weeks like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Of course, I was on Spotify. I was on Spotify. I was looking for it. So
Yeah,
I thought maybe I will ask you here. Maybe you have
yeah,
another way of I mean, giving out it to the people. So I
mm,
thought maybe I will ask you here. But okay, we're waiting for it on digital platforms, right?
yeah.
Angwa Muhonja, ladies and gentlemen, the album will be out. We're giving it a week, 2 weeks. It will be out. I will share it myself on my platforms when it's out because this is what we do. You know, we want the music to be out there. This is Muhonja, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just joining us all the way from Kenya, she's here. Big artist, and let me say, big female artist from Kenya. Okay, so I want to ask you again, you as a female artist, what are the challenges that you have faced? Because it's been a topic of late. I've seen, especially, the bloggers from Mombasa, from there, even Nairobi, I think, talking about the challenges. One, we have female artists, one song, and they disappear. We don't see them again. And people are saying, you don't know what challenges they're getting, these female artists out there. You understand? They're getting stressed out, they get depressed because you know how it is. They're being
Yeah.
used in a manner that is not okay. And I know you are for gender issues also. So what are the challenges that you have faced, you as a female artist?
Um, Very interesting and sad to note that there are very many gifted female musicians who have
Mm,
just lost it or lost hope
mm,
because of cases like even rape. Sometimes even people like producers soliciting sex from you before they can
mm,
record you, or you
yeah,
even pay the full amount, but they don't take you serious. You know,
mm,
they're like, ah,
mm,
wacha nifanyie huyu boys kwanza, alafu mdem
mm,
atangoja, nitambembeleza atangoja.
mm,
First of all, when you don't take me seriously as an artist, that is a
mm,
challenge because
yeah,
um, we work twice as hard, even thrice as
mm,
hard, just to be
mm,
seen. You know,
yeah,
if you look at the industry, there was one time that there was a very big conversation about a certain community here in Kenya having a
mm,
lineup of almost 10 people, musicians
mm,
who are men
mm,
and only one woman. Yet there are very many musicians. That happens also in my community. They know I
mm,
sing, they know I dance, they know I also
mm,
come with my sufuti, but because I'm a woman, it becomes a
mm,
challenge. They'll
yeah,
be like, sasa sijui kama yet I have been doing this. I've gone out of the country to do this all my life.
mm,
So
mm,
that's one of the challenges. The second one is especially for women who are blessed to be mothers, it's
mm,
super challenging. You and
mm,
I were laughing today when we were talking about why I needed to just stay here and do this
yeah,
interview because
yeah,
I'm
exactly,
a mother.
yeah,
When I get
mm,
home, my children want my attention, so I
yeah,
can't give you full attention. Yet this is
mm,
something I was really looking forward to. So
yeah,
having it's not bad to be a mother. I'm not saying it's not
mm,
not it's also good to be a mother, but I'm saying it's super challenging because
mm,
sometimes there are we have the same time, but I might come late because I had to take care of my baby. I might come
mm,
late because I had to take care of my nanny and all those things. So
mm,
it's quite a challenge. Another thing is that patriarchy. There are some spaces that are just known to just only have male artists. And if you're a
mm,
female artist who goes there, you're just like a flower. They're just ile siku hizi wanasema lazima tuweke 1/3 wanawake. We, Monja uko free, hebu kuja. So for
wow,
me, I
mm,
decided I'm not going to participate in such like events. I want to
mm,
see more events where we have people like you uplifting
mm,
women all the time. Look at
mm,
you. When I finished my show, you are one of the first people to text me and tell me, Muhonja, rest up, because I told you I was exhausted after all.
yeah,
So that made me
mm,
feel so good that I have a community
mm,
of women around me, a community of women who
mm,
love to see other women succeed. And that's why my
mhm,
music is also about empowering the woman. And because
yeah,
I also am a mother of daughters. So I have
mhm,
to lead by example. So
exactly.
those are some of the challenges that are there. I'm not saying I experienced all of them, but I'm saying those are
Mm.
some of the challenges that are there in the industry for the women.
Yeah, we know they are happening, so we are here to talk about them, and of course, we are telling also the the male community. If you're a producer, if you're a musician, we are saying it directly. Don't take advantage of this. Especially the young female, artists, musicians who are coming on board. We need them for the future. So if you discourage them now, we will not have them in the future. We have a lot. I've seen a lot also. Young girls on the YouTube, one song, and we don't see them again.
Yeah.
And this is what is happening behind the scenes. So it is not right. We are saying it's not right. Please treat them with respect, because they can be your brothers and sisters. They can be your sisters. They are your sisters. If
Mm.
there is a relationship that has to come by, it will come by naturally. Let just come it let it come naturally, but don't take advantage and put depression and stress on this young female artist. So this is what we are just saying here. you know but yes, of course, we are positive, and of course, we
Yeah.
are here also to, yeah, to take the messages forward about the music. And now, Muhonja, um, like I said before, I don't want to hold you so much, because I know also you're a family woman. You have to go back to your family. What is the parting shot that you can give us, on this Lioness Connection Live Day, so that people can learn and people can understand? Give them something. Young musicians, there's something you can encourage them. You know,
Yeah.
uh, who people who are starting to do music, or maybe they're still on the music, and it's been hard, they don't know how to go about it. What can you tell them? What have you learned so far that you can share with them?
Yeah. Um, Thank you so much. First of all, I will say this again. Thank you so much for having me on this beautiful platform and for having me share my experience with everyone. And what I would like to say is it gets better, it
Mm,
gets easier. So, what works is that you have a positive attitude, because
mm,
life is just so dynamic. Today you're here, tomorrow you're here, and that's
yeah,
okay. That's why we are
yeah,
here to experience the human experience, in this
yeah,
physical body. So whatever
mm,
comes, how are you thinking about it? Are you looking at it from a victim's perspective, or you are
mm,
looking at it from a learning perspective? For instance, if something bad happens to you, how do you deal with that? Do you cry
mm,
about it and stay for the longest time fussing and cursing people about it? Or you look at it from the point of, this has not worked out this way. So let me try this other way so that we see if it works out. Where have I
mm,
gone wrong? Because we are always too quick to point at other people and blame people for our own predicaments. But
mm.
true
I like that
authenticity,
one.
yeah, it's true. We're always quick, but self awareness is also understanding the role that you also played towards your own suffering. So
Mm,
I would advise people to be as authentic and as raw as they are with themselves. Number two, to
yeah,
be self aware. When you're self aware, you know exactly when you're walking out of alignment, when you're walking in alignment. Apart from
mm,
that, I would encourage everyone to just keep doing you. You never know who's watching. And above all, let's respect women, because women are gods, they're creators. So if
thank
you want
you.
blessing, and I keep saying this all the time, for men, I tell even the men in my band, if you want blessings and you want to
Mm,
succeed, I don't want to hear
mm,
anything to do with you disrespecting women. If you
mm.
hold a woman in the highest regard,
Did we lose Muhonja? Muhonja, are you still there? Wow, we were at the peak of we were at the peak of the word of encouragement right there. Yes, this was Muhonja. Muhonja, yes, she's a Kenyan female artist based in Nairobi at the moment. But of course, you've heard what she said. She has been traveling like all over with her music, with her art, and of course, she has been empowering. She's also a cultural activist, and also she empowers women and the youth also through her music. So, and she has a new album which is coming out very soon, which is called Nangwa Muhonja. Yes, so we will be watching out for that. This is, yes, of course, Lioness Connection live for you every Sunday, 8 p.m. Yes, Europe time, and then, of course, 9 p.m. Kenyan time, East Africa time. Yes, and our Shashamani International, of course, they're there to support us to make sure that we are here doing this thing, what we love most, to give you people, the viewers all over the world, music from every part of the world. So if you know also any musician, any artist you think that they should be on this show, please, you can also look for us, inbox us, and of course let us know who they are. So Muhonja is back. Yes, Muhonja is back. You still have time, my dear. Give us the parting shot. Continue.
Oh, thank you. Well, I think people, watu hawataki watu wasikie your message. It's
Hey,
very
look how we take a
important.
point.
You know, the village witches are doing that thing.
Yes,
Anyways,
yes, I'm telling
um,
you, they've been trying.
yeah. I am teaching. I love the fact that you are. I was studying you also because
Yeah.
I don't just accept any interviews,
Mm,
because I had to see that we walk in alignment in with regards to our values. And I love that you're
mm,
always supporting women. I
mm.
love that you're always so authentic. I see you just stick to your lane and do you. And that is
Yeah,
something that I really love about you. So
yeah.
my parting shot would be that people should just respect women. Women are
Mm,
creators, women are gods. Respect women. No one should lie to you that women are any less of a being. No one should lie to you about that. Women are
mm,
very important. If you want blessings, get your blessings from any woman around you. Treat that woman right, and they manifest
mm.
blessings on your behalf. So that's all
Wow.
I can say. And thank you so much for having me once again. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
everyone. You can follow me everywhere on social media also.
Of course, on social media, Muhonja, as you see the name written there, Muhonja is on YouTube, on Instagram, Facebook. Please follow her and check the energy that this lady transmits to us. I'm telling you, it's a heavy load. It's heavy load. When she's on the mic, she's in another world. You can just see she's always in another world, and that's what I love also about her. I love the energy. And of course, promise me that when the album comes out, maybe I can have you back again here so that we can talk about the album and we focus about the album, the songs inside there. I can't wait to listen to those songs inside there. You have a beautiful voice, vocally, energy, everything is so perfect. So thank you once again, Mwonja, for accepting our invite to be on this show. Of course, I will love to have you back. So I'm waiting for the album. When it comes out, I will listen to it, and then, of course, I will look for you. And if you have time again, we will steal time from the little one again, so that he can be here. Yeah.
Yeah. But before I go, allow me to say that yes, I am very willing to come back because I am very keen on how I feel about places, people, and things.
Yeah.
So I was asking myself how I feel, and I feel very comfortable right now.
Yeah.
And I feel very, I'm not tensed, I'm not in a hurry.
Yeah.
And thank
Yeah.
you for creating a safe space for us to,
Yeah.
create and
Mm.
even just have fun. So as soon as my album is out, this will be
Yeah.
the first show I will come to speak about this
All
album.
right, you had it
Yes.
yourself. You had it yourself. Everybody who's watching, Mohoja will be here. This is the first show we will come and listen to the album right here with you people, right here on the Lioness Connection Show, and that is an honor for me. Yes. All right. So thank you so much, Mohoja, once again, and thank you everybody who tuned in today, and thank you also Shashamani and our engineer right there behind, the scenes there, Mr. Sami, producer himself. My name is Lioness Afreeka, and see you next Sunday with another guest right here on this show. Let's go.
Thank you. Wow, thank you. Ooh. So this one is called Prepare, and it means fly high into the sky.